Hallo liebe UNMILK-Community, wir haben heute ein Interview mit einem Ernährungscoach und einem Trainingscoach. Ihr Name ist Valentina und ja, wir werden das Interview heute auf Englisch mit ihr führen. Yeah, let's start. So, can you tell our community why is it so important to pay attention to what we eat before, during and after training?
Our body has different needs depending on the type of physical activity we are going to perform, and food plays a key role in fulfilling those needs. Therefore, it is really important to know what to consume before, during and after training. So today we are going to have a look on that, and I will give you also some quantities in order that you can make your own calculation based on your weight and your type of training.
Okay, let's get into detail. So, what would you recommend when to eat before training, and can you give us some examples what to eat?
Before training, we have to make sure we will have sufficient energy to perform properly our exercise and also to have enough endurance or strength. And therefore, it is really important to know the quantity, quality, and timing of nutrition. Ideally, we would need to consume a snack or meal based on carbohydrate 3 hours before training. And the quantity that we need to consume of carbohydrate depends on our body weight and of course on the intensity and volume of our training. If we are athletes which are training every day, 1 hour a day, and sometimes even with really high intensity training, then we would need approximately 5 to 7 grams of carbohydrate per kilogram of body weight a day. If we are training at lower intensity and less frequently, then 3 grams per kilogram of body weight a day of carbohydrate would be enough. So just before training, like these 3 hours before training, then we shall get snacks with about 2.5 grams per kilogram of body weight carbohydrate. And the type of carbohydrate we shall select will be mainly carbohydrate at lower glycemic index. The reason why we select carbohydrate with lower glycemic index is because we want to release slowly glucose in our blood and make sure that we will have enough energy during the entire exercise as well as a quick recovery after. Some source of low glycemic index carbohydrate are, for example, legumes or cereal like oat or spelt, as well as nuts and some vegetables like sweet potato and corn.
Okay, thank you. Now we know what to eat and when to eat before our training, but what is about during training? Shall we eat something or shall we just drink some water? What do you say?
During training, the goal is to maintain constant glycemia. And in order to do that, if we are training above 1 hour, we shall consume 30 grams of carbohydrate per hour. If we are training below 1 hour, then it would be sufficient to drink only water. For example, some food which are providing this amount of carbohydrate could be 40 grams of nuts, or 1 or 2 bananas, 1 energy bar or cereal bar, and also isotonic drink containing at least 6% of carbohydrate.
Thank you, that's very interesting. Now we only need to know what to do right after training. Can you give us some recommendations?
After training, we have to recover as soon as possible. Otherwise, our body will need at least 20 hours in order to start another session. In order to do that, we shall consume snacks within 1 or 2 hours after training, containing at least 1 gram per kilogram of body weight of carbohydrate and ideally low glycemic index. Furthermore, if we combine carbohydrate with a source of protein, we will accelerate even further this recovering process because we will stimulate the release of insulin and inhibit the release of cortisol, and therefore creating the perfect hormone environment to build muscle and to stock glycogen in our muscle, and therefore to have a very, very quick and efficient recovery.
So would you say our UNMILK protein drink is the perfect snack right after workout?
Yes, indeed. I believe that UNMILK products are perfect for a snack post-workout because it's combining actually vegetable proteins and carbohydrate. And as we said, this combination is the ideal combination for a quick recovery. Furthermore, it has also some vitamins like vitamin D and vitamin B12, which are really important for sporty people and particularly for vegan athletes.
Yeah, thank you very much for the interview. I really enjoyed talking to you, and I think it was really informative for our community.
Thanks to you for this great opportunity, and of course I will be available for any question coming from the audience. I hope this was interesting and useful, and I'm looking forward to the next interview. See you, bye bye.
So Leute, das war unser Interview mit Valentina. Falls ihr jetzt noch irgendwelche Fragen habt, kommentiert diese einfach. Dann wird entweder Valentina sie direkt beantworten oder wir nehmen die Fragen einfach mit ins nächste Video.